first I'd like to know how many people in the audience know what DISC is, or how many don't. Are there people out there who don't?
Give us your 1-minute version.
All right. So we're talking about different personality types. So we're talking about your D personality being dominant, and your I personality is your party people. You know, just look around. Anybody that's dressed with some glitzy looking stuff on and some bright colors, those are your party people. You know, there's one in the front row here already rocking, and there's no music. And your S personality is the person who's your soccer mom, and you know they're very much interested in the family and safety issues, things like that. And the C are the engineer pilot types, like my son, who can't make a decision without reading Consumer Reports. I don't know how they conceived. So that's the basics of it. So unbeknownst to Russell, I am equal in all 4 quadrants. So when you need to see my D, you see my D. When you need to see my I, you see my I. I'm very much, because I birthed that son who has to read Consumer Reports, I'm very much like that. In fact, I would be happy if nobody touched anything in my house and it could all be in the right place.
That's a D too. I don't like.
In fact, dust would not settle because it bothers me. You see, my husband, of course, is different. But at any rate, so you can tell by talking to people with the words they use. If you're face to face with them, you can tell by looking at them, the way they dress, etc. You can tell by their home with their stuff, whether they've got pictures out of the kids and things like that. You can tell, the words they use. So it helps you to be able to communicate with them in a manner to which they can then relate to you, because a high D sitting down talking to someone that's an S isn't getting it, because they're very uncomfortable, because Ds are pushy. Ds are, we say Ds are like tarantulas, they'll eat their young. And so that's just the way it is. And people who have the opposite personality from that don't feel comfortable with somebody who is like a steamroller.